That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, coming to you live from the Ice Cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Party Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Party Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right. We had a great time at the tailgate down there at Moorline Lager House. If you guys have not been down there, why the hell not? Come on down there this Sunday. I'll be doing a watch party down there. Now remember, November 23rd, the next tailgate, will be giving away this autographed T. Higgins helmet. The way to enter this is one, you need to buy a ticket to the tailgate. That enters it. Also, you go to Moorline Lager House Facebook page and become a member of their rewards program. That also enters you in a chance to win that too. So come on down. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully the Bengals will win. We'll see what happens. What's up to everybody in the chat? We'll scroll back top here. We got Stranger in there. We got Fro in there. Augie's in there. Mad Keel? I think that's what it says. Who else is in there? Brad's in there. Mike's in there. Claude, what's going on? Holmes is in there. Dave's in there. A lot of people in there. You guys are wanting to talk. I like it. All right. Let's get into this thing. The Bengals lost again. 47-42. Back-to-back weeks of giving up over 30 points a game and losing. It seems a lot like last year. Joe Flacco should be the story of this season. The man coming to the Bengals and performing like another guy we know named Joe Burrow. Again, he threw for 470 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think he had 2 interceptions. That should be the story. The other story should be T. Higgins. What a great game he had. See that catch in the end zone he had? That was unbelievable. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the defense. Again, just like last year. Jordan Battle, I love you, dude, but daggone it. If you're going to tackle somebody, hit them and wrap them. Don't throw your shoulder into them. If you do that, you might tackle the Bears tight end who ran for a touchdown yesterday. Everything had to go right. And everything did for the Bengals to win this, except tackling and defense. We came back. Joe Flacco let us all the way back down. We scored a touchdown. You got to get an onside kick. You know how hard it is getting an onside kick in this day and age of football, and it works. And we got the ball back. We go down, we score again. Less than a minute. I was like thinking we're going to lose. I'm like, all right, we're going to win. This is awesome. And the freaking Bears go down and score with 56 seconds left. So frustrating. It's just over and over and over and over again. And you know who I blame? Duke Tobin. You guys can blame Zach all you want, but Duke Tobin's the one that drafted all these guys. Duke Tobin's the one that said, I'm not going to pay for the same team I had last year. We had the same freaking defense we had last year. It's even worse. Like, there's got to be some kind of change. I mean, look at it this way. If the Bengals keep going the way they're going, we're going to get a high draft pick, and Duke does better when we have high draft picks. But that's not the problem. The problem is once we get these really good players, we have high draft picks, and we get back to where we were before, we can't draft anybody else. And don't tell me that the Bengals are cheap. They're not freaking. I'm so tired of hearing they're cheap. They paid Joe Burrow. They paid Jamar Chase. They paid these guys. They have the money, and they have even more money to go pay more guys. They paid Trey Hendrickson. They actually cost themselves more money with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I don't think it's that they don't want to pay people. They don't know how. They really think, and I kept saying this in the offseason, they're putting a lot of eggs in Al Golden's basket. That they got to develop these first and second round picks that we have that haven't developed. Well, guess what? They still haven't developed. We can't tackle or be anywhere close to anybody to knock a ball down. Anyway, let's get to the man who's with me every single month. Oh, no, he left. Oh, he was in the background. All right, I got to keep talking till Cap jumps back on. Cap was in the waiting room, and then there he is. He's back. All right, let's try this again. Let's get to the man who's with me every single Monday. Like, as always, he's got one of the greatest beards around. He is the 2024 fan of the year, co-fan of the year. He's my captain. He's your captain. He's Bengals Captain. What's up, Cap? Exactly. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I had to go on mute for that.
Dude, that's exactly what I did when I gave you a hug yesterday. I gave you a hug and set my face to your shoulders. That's pretty much what I did.
Dude. I'm just going to warn you right now. Anytime that you need to say something, just tell me, Cap, shut up. Like, if I go on a rant, because there's plenty of them. Anything from me getting roasted last night to stuff today. And I'm just reading randomly. God, I can't. Mike Petraglia, Darren Simmons said Evan McPherson's short kick on the 54-yard attempt came with a QB ball, not a kicker ball. Because field goal unit. Yeah, that's the only reason he missed. I watched him hit a 65-yarder pregame, and I'm like, how did he miss a 54-yarder short?
The same thing, dude. I'm like, how is it short? Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding me.
Because they didn't get him the right ball.
You've got.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's hilarious? You always joke around about the best beer in the Cincinnati, and I have to say, whoa, no, that's not me. The man who actually has it is in chat. Gary Faulkner has the greatest beard known to man. Holy hell. I got goosebumps. Gary's here. Holy hell.
I'm still. How did I miss that today? I've been looking at Twitter. They gave him. How do you do that?
Just like an hour. It was just like an hour ago. Yeah.
How? God, that's so stupid.
What do we got, chat? Before I go into me getting roasted last night, I almost turned into villain Cap. Yeah, Josh. Yeah. Oh man, Gary's great. Gary's one of the coolest dudes because he's nice as hell.
Yes.
He's one of these cats that always lands on his feet, like no matter the situation. But he's been on TV shows, he's been in movies, like he's living the life. Augie, Cap said in August, just don't suck. Yeah.
Historically bad. Thanks for $2 super chat, Augster. I agree. And that's like
how?
That's the thing. That's just Jordan Battle.
There's bourbon in here, by the way.
I had that last night. Jordan Battle. I rewatched the last play. He goes into him like this.
I know. Let me. Hey, listen. God, I've always got to be on whatever side gets me the most hate. And here we go again. I am looking, long field goal looked like a major wind gust about 20 yards. The wind was weird in the stadium, and I immediately looked down at the opposite end zone and was looking for the flags, and they weren't moving. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on right now because I can feel it. So, I just want a Super Bowl win like y'all. It's like, yeah.
Gary, me too.
Gary.
Me too.
Hey, Gary, also, rest in peace to an absolute legend. I saw he passed. Great dude. I always loved watching your social media posts about him. Absolute legendary dude who will never be forgotten, man.
There you go.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's like my entire life being a Cincinnati sports fan is filled with, God, if we only if Joe only threw that ball to Jamar just blindly, if only the wind gust or we actually used a kicker ball. Claude Williams, $2. I'm thanking him because it goes to him. I don't see anything. He's cheap. What happened to the Oklahoma drill? I miss the Oklahoma drill. This whole collective bargaining agreement. It's like, if in order to get the Oklahoma drill back, I've got to go against the NFL athletes. Well, how about this? If I got to go against our Cincinnati Bengals defense, I will gladly do an Oklahoma drill against our defense if it means we can get the Oklahoma drill back.
Hey, Warmer says, imagine if we drafted Knight over Deion Campbell. LOL, don't worry.
Hey,
Duke did. I know.
I will continue to say, like, Barrett Carter, I picked him. I got vested interest in seeing him succeed. Knight, I mean, there are traits and things. I don't know why we're seeing what we're seeing right now, but yeah, it does suck thinking about who we could have had.
And we could have had Jihad Campbell, and we could have had Rutledge, the guard,
and maybe still Fairchild at least, and probably Carter.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's why.
There's got to be
stupid.
There's got to be a level of pride that comes out. And so Jordan Battle, you replay that. Jordan puts a shoulder close to the football. I see Geno Stone coming out. I believe Jordan knew Geno was right there.
But Geno didn't do shit.
and here's the thing. Yes, if you've got somebody on the ground, if it's a running play, if the ball is solidly in the hands, first guy wraps up, second guy tries to rip the ball out. Totally get it. Here, I don't hate. I get it. I know. Hindsight is easy. He should have wrapped up, and then maybe the guy misses. Or maybe something happens. They run out of time. But I don't necessarily hate. I might not agree with, but I don't hate the idea to put a shoulder on the football and try to dislodge it, because had he dislodged it, it would have been one of the plays of the game, probably the play that would have been played the most because it happened at the end. And then if he misses, Geno comes in, pops him too, but wraps him up. And Geno whiffed.
He's done that a lot. I mean, the point is, it didn't matter, right? Honestly, at that point, it didn't matter about knocking the ball. If you get the ball back, great. Get the guy on the ground. Get the guy on the freaking ground. It was 58 seconds. And they had to go damn near the length of the field. I think they had to go 58 yards or something like that. I can't remember where they got the ball at, but they had to go a pretty far distance, and they couldn't.
And Augie score 113 in 3 games. Honestly, go 1-2, 2-1. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, or cry right at this point. It's like.
But also again, because we gave up 500 yards, I can't even be mad at the officials. And there was some BS again. With the officials.
They almost didn't give T. Higgins the first touchdown. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Which was insane.
Yeah, he hit the pile. T. Higgins pointed at the pile. I'm going, what are you looking at, dude? You're standing right there. You can see he hit the pile and the ball across the plate.
There were so many obvious, like, what are you even thinking, guys? Like, they were trying way too hard to be shady. I got the perfect view of PI on Jamar, which could have been a touchdown, and I can't remember if we actually eventually scored the touchdown there. Gary's actually used up clock the last drive. It got so. Here's what sucks for me.
Make a tackle.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Now, when anybody says that, I'm going to say, well, Joe shouldn't have thrown that touchdown right there.
I mean,
and it's like,
well, hold on, Cap. You know how hard it is to get the onside kick? How hard it is to do that? That in itself is a miracle that actually happened. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, because I mean, up to that point, I'm like, dude, we're gonna lose this game. And then we came all the way back. We got the onside kick. Go down and score. It's just,
people around me were losing their minds when Zac ran, and I say Zac because the first call was a run, and Joe didn't check into the second call, which was likely a pass. So it's always, oh my God, Zac. Forget the fact that the quarterback has options. Let's just throw that out the window all the time. All the time. Like, again, a million times, if you're going to hate Zac, just hate him. Just say you hate him. That's cool. Like, I'm not going to I don't argue with people. People who comment on my posts, I'll go back and forth with, but I'm not looking for, who said something about Zac? I'm going to be mean to. I've never freaking done that. So if you want to just hate him, but don't make shit up. He ran, and some fans around us were like, oh, my God, why'd he run? He's the worst coach in the world. And we left more time on the clock. He should have ran more.
It was less than a minute. People.
That's not on coaching. That's not on the offense. That's not on Dustin.
From Dustin, this organization is moving in different directions. There's no alignment. They are a series of startup.
Series A startup.
Yeah. Thank you. Series A startup. And
Dustin knows his angel investor stuff. Yep.
Yeah. It's well, the thing is, like, I'll ask you this, Cap, at this point, and I didn't want to trade Trey Henderson or anything, but at this point, which I hate to say it, but we might as well, because we're going to have a good draft pick. Probably we're probably not going to make the playoffs for 3-6. Get some more draft picks. Get some more guys, and Duke does better when we have higher draft picks. And I don't know, give him more shots.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Higher ones? Well, he gets Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. We had higher picks. Yeah.
Those were layups. I'm not giving. No. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I'm not giving anybody credit for a layup.
No, I'm not giving him credit. I'm just saying he at least does better than. I'm not giving him credit, but I mean, there
were layups where we were this year,
right? And he didn't take them. Jai Campbell.
and
let's talk about it.
Here's the thing, like, God, okay, there's some stuff coming up in my life regarding the Bengals where I'm sitting here, I'm cringing. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm probably gonna run into Duke. And like, they know the criticism, they hear it. There are family members on social media that see it, and sometimes stuff gets communicated over. They don't have enough time to search for it. Augie, $2. Thanks. People bitch about clock magic. Can't be cute. Score. Yeah. And just so everyone knows, Gary's awesome. He wasn't, bitching about it. And Augie wasn't saying he's bitching about it. Just, I feel like I've got to put fine print on everything because people come after me. No. Yeah. Ideally, Gary's right. I would have loved to have been able to do that. But we saw the opportunity to throw the touchdown. It's like, oops, I trust me. When they had that much time left, I'm like, oh, damn it. Caleb Williams alone can run for that touchdown.
And the thing is, dude, they had two plays where Caleb caught passes. One of them was a freaking touchdown. I'm like, all they do is a whole bunch of motion, and our defense goes, oh, squirrel. Like,
to me, that means Al's defense is too complicated, which was the same issue that got Lou in hot water. And I feel that way because, again, a million times over, don't get upset about the pressers. The Bengals have people in their communications department that coach up people who go to the podium, who talk to the press. Not everybody follows suit. You know who's going to? The head coach is going to toe the line perfectly.
Well, and it goes to what Zach said. People get mad at Zach. We're like, oh, we're not going to change any personnel, and I believe this. What is he supposed to say? I mean, outgoing sucks. I think we should fire him, but they won't let me. He's not going to say that.
Exactly. He's absolutely not going to say that. But Al did say something earlier in the season talking about we're always looking for ways to simplify things. And I'm like, oh, like it was like a gunshot in the ear. I'm like, why are you looking for ways to simplify things? Lou is looking for ways. Does that mean your defense is too complicated? And
well, I just did that. Yeah, remember Lou did that at the end of last year, simplified it, and they got better. But we're 3-6, dude. It's too late.
It's not okay. I hate to say this. It's not too late. Wouldn't it be so Bengals to go on a run, beating the Patriots and the Bills and the Ravens, and then at the end of the season, somebody else sits their starters and we miss the playoffs just because, like, son of a.
Right? Yeah, just like last year. Like I'm a Bengals fan. I'm never going to stop being a Bengals fan. I'm 50 years old of this. I've been through this for 50 years. Like I'm not going to stop being a Bengals fan ever. And some people think I'm crazy because of that, but that's just the way I am. I support my teams. I'm just beyond frustrated with yesterday. I mean, last week was bad, but
that hurt worse than the Jets.
Yes, that hurt. So, I mean, I was
because the Jets I saw coming. I had already given up. Admittedly, I have no problem admitting it. Trust me, we get hate
up yesterday, and we came back
yesterday. So, that's what I'm saying. We have a couple of fans behind us that harass us every game. That story is going to come out eventually, I'm sure. It sucks. It doesn't bother us. Like, we laugh about it, but you know, they're worried more about us than the product on the field. They're Bengals fans. Like, all right, whatever. So, you know, we've got that going on, but I will look around for all the little chirping and things that are said and the people talking behind our backs and stuff. You know, one of the guys that they send down is the you should be standing on an offense the whole game guy. Which, you know, the players don't give a shit if you're standing up on offense. They don't care. They want you to be loud on defense. That's the only thing they care about.
Well,
so
it cracks me up. And some Bengals fans are cheering and screaming when we're on offense and going, guys, shut up.
Yeah. Well, one of them that tries to throw hate for 2 years screamed bloody murder on offense, and the shrillest shriek you could ever hear. It was terrible. She's a horrible person for doing it. Everybody kept hammering her, shut up, shut up. Finally, like 2 years it took for her to stop. And now I think she's kind of lashing out because that's super embarrassing that she kept doing it so much. Dustin, defense not played a good offense yet. Stop. Can I give him his $2 back? Dustin, I owe you $2. I don't even want to read that. Next time I see you, I owe you $2.
Hey, we got the Nashville Bengals fan club in here. What's up, y'all?
One of the nation's best fan clubs.
Exactly.
Love y'all.
Exactly. I told everyone it would be so Bengals to beat the Steelers and give us hope and then lose to the Jets, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah. And things like Captain, it'd be so Bengals to go on a run here after this, beat the Steelers, beat the Patriots, all this. And
Nashville's been around the block. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. David Speakman, Taylor acts like he has a good job securing. It's pissed me off. Again, that's the presser. Don't listen to it. He is not going to fly off the handle. And the people say he's not that type of guy. Watch him on the sidelines. Anytime the refs screw up, he loses his shit. But what was Chop saying?
He's late. He said, "What's up, fellas?"
Chop, I love you. What's up, fellas? So I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Rewind if you don't mind. Okay, that's the best I can do. I felt that was lame.
This is what we did at the beginning of it. You ready for it? You got your beep? Ready for it? You got the beep there?
Oh no, it wasn't a beep, but does my beep work? Okay.
Yeah,
it was. I wasn't sure if my beep works, so I put myself on mute and just, whatever.
We just screamed. That's what we did at the beginning of it. We're very frustrated.
Brooks, Starab. There's a lot of ways I can interpret that. How do you think, or how are they going to win with this defense? Yeah. Ronnie always looking out for the likes.
That's my boy. I mean, that's a good question.
If Jeff ever makes a lot of money, Ronnie's got to get hired.
Exactly. That's one of my dudes there. But that's a good question. How are we going to win with this defense? I don't know. I mean, like, we're not getting, it's worse than last year because we're getting absolutely no pressure on the quarterback. They have all day to stand back there and make a sandwich and throw it to wherever they want, more than they had last year. And now we got guys who really cannot tackle. It is unbelievable.
Give me, somehow, I'm telling you, someone please set this up. If you think I'm talking shit, NFL, anybody in the NFL, if you think I'm talking shit, you give me some help on a defensive line against the Chicago Bears offensive lineman and Caleb Williams or Justin Fields. You know what? Give me Justin Fields because some of that was horrible too. Actually, you pick either one. I guarantee you give me 4 snaps, I'm getting hands on one of those quarterbacks. I guarantee you. Give me $1 million if I do it.
I don't have $1 million, but
No, whoever NFL. Like, it's funny because Clint Bowling, somebody posted a video of Clint Bowling, and I guess one of Clint Bowling's buddies was talking shit about how hard is it to be an offensive lineman, and Clint Bowling put him on his ass. He was hammered, though. This dude, obviously big weight difference, which I don't care, but he was standing there like a newborn baby deer, all wobbly. I'm like, this guy's cooked just from how he was standing. And it was
Jeremy got the other
play the other end with Jeremy. Hey, there we go. And my name's Jeremy. We can have bookend Jeremy's. That's I've seen that website. No, I'm kidding.
That's Cap's OnlyFans.
Like there is a level again of I said this to somebody. I'm like, I'm going to have to start photoshopping the opposing offensive lineman sleeping with our defensive linemen's mothers before each game.
Get pissed off.
There is a level, like I'm pissed off enough. I'll go against another offensive line. It's going to be like a safety or corner blitz. I don't care. I'm getting hands on a quarterback.
Now, one thing I'll get this war room. Jamar isn't going to want to be around here for this shit show. Duke better wake up. Jamar and T and Joe are under contract. They aren't going anywhere, guys. I mean,
there's a limit.
I hear that. I mean, yeah.
I don't think we're that close. I don't think we're that close to the limit, but it's showing signs when Jamar calls out one stop. Mm-hmm. It's too long of a beep. I need to fix my beep. Whatever.
But I mean, they just signed the contract. They're not going anywhere. I mean, I'm sure if the Bengals would trade them, I mean, yeah, somebody would take them, but that's not happening. And the Bengals wouldn't trade Trey Hendrickson. So I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not going anywhere. The funny thing is, look, let's just go into this offseason. We already got $63 million under the cap or something like that. I heard we have, and if we cut some guys, trade some guys, get some more money off the books, we're gonna have enough money to go out there and so we can sign 3 or 4 defensive free agents that can fix this defense. Will they do it? I have no idea. I hope they do, but that's where we're at. And the thing is, hopefully, since we don't have to negotiate T and Jamar's contract, and I think they're going to let Trey go, they will be able to concentrate on getting some free agents this year because that's where they dropped the ball on this cap. And I said, like, I saw their vision of what they tried to do in this offseason. I didn't like it. I didn't agree with it. I saw what they were trying to do. They were trying to get the young guys in and get cheaper on the defense side of the ball, which they have to because they spend so much money on the offense. And they're trying to get Al Golden to develop these guys. It hasn't worked.
If you do that, you've got to draft well, and you've got to stick to consensus.
And they don't draft well.
David Spiegman, coaches also handpick the players. I hope this is the right sound. Okay, that's more of a nuclear buzzer, but you get the idea. That's completely wrong. That's part of the issue. This is front office and personnel department. Mm-hmm. The coaches do not have that power to hand in picks. They'll do scouting. I heard somebody on Twitter and what he was saying. I'm like, oh, yeah, plausible. That apparently Knight was an Al Golden pick. But there's a difference between Al Golden saying, hey, yeah, I'll take him, especially if somebody comes to him and says, hey, here are your choices. Which one of these do you want? I don't know that doesn't happen, but I do know coaches scout. But if you look at the Super Bowl article in New York Times about the small scouting department, there's a lot of good quotes that people have apparently forgotten about since then, because it's either basically, if it doesn't support Zach sucks, nobody wants to read it, which fine, fire Zach. I'm tired of talking about it. It's not going to fix what the problem is. And it's, we haven't drafted in forever outside of the premium picks.
I've been saying, and I keep, all right, let me get this $2 super chat here. Thanks, Augie. Really get to be a Shamar company, not speaking. Appreciate it.
I don't know if dude's a leader or not. And
I don't know. But one thing, I want to get to this. I'm tired. Everybody wants to fire Zach. Cool. Fire him. You want to fire him? Fine. It's not going to fix the problem. The problem is drafting and developing. That is the problem with this team, with this organization. You can go fire Zach, and you can go get another coach in here, and you're going to have the same damn problem. We can't draft and develop unless we get first-round number 1 picks that are obvious to everybody. They don't draft like that, which is funny because the obvious pick would have been to take Jihad Campbell or the safety out of Oklahoma or I can't remember. There's a safety we should have drafted too first round last year. He was available. The obvious pick would have been to take one of them, but they keep to take guys that have a high ceiling. We don't need guys that have high ceiling be great. We need impact players now. On this defense, you need guys to come in day one that can make an impact now. And we don't have that. That's the freaking problem.
Fro said earlier.
Good.
Fro said earlier, update, defense just gave up another touchdown while we're on the show.
I saw that one.
Augie asked about who passed, and Gary he's on Facebook, so y'all might not see the comments. I don't know. His grandpa Jack, 93 and a half years old, rocked his Bengals hat daily. Augie, you would have partied with Grandpa Jack. Dude was cool as hell, so will always be a legend.
Cap, you're 100% right. The root of the problem is all the folks that own their own products and they ain't firing themselves.
And I'm going to say they are extremely intelligent people. I'm telling you, they're great people. They are wonderful to talk to. Like Troy Blackburn's funny as hell. Dude is smart and quick. They're all quality people. Okay. They want to win. I guarantee you they want to win. No, there's no way to insulate yourself from the noise and the negativity when you're losing. There's no way to insulate yourself for losing, especially that way. And, you know, of course, Elizabeth is nearly out on the front lines. They want to win. There are flaws in the process, and it's tough when I'm going to go find, while I'm talking, I'm going to find the comments that I got from the New York Times, because it really told me a lot. It is tough.
Cap. Is that stubbornness on their part? Because I'll put it to you this way. This is what I said on Friday's show, is if they were to hire a GM and have him hire the coach, and the coach can hire his coaching staff, that would insulate the Browns from the GM, and then that way they wouldn't get as much heat. Like, well, we did what you wanted, and it's still, if it did or if it didn't work, it's on them. The way they do it, they take it all on themselves, and when things work, they're like, "See, look, we did great. We're smarter than everybody else." But then when it doesn't, we don't hear shit from them.
I wish I knew him well enough. I really do.
I don't get it.
For the first time in my life, I've really thought about trying to reach out and get to know them well enough. And get turned down. Like, people talk smack about me. It's like, oh, he won't say whatever. Meanwhile, I'm saying all this negative stuff, and I'm honestly a little anxious about potentially running into Duke. And I'm gonna.
All right, just say you do. You're not lying.
And I'm not being rude. Again, Duke is a very smart man, lots of experience. He provides a lot, but I would love to offer an alternative that they could take as their choice and deliver something that's probably even more consistent that would result in winning more games, and they get all the credit. I wouldn't get any. I'm a fan, but the information's already out there. They know the information. I liken it to the conversations about AI because you get a lot of people, a lot of older executives or people in positions that are away from AI, and they're like, we don't need that. That's just whatever, TikTok stuff. And you showing the value, like our CEO loves AI now. He was completely against it. Now he's all in. Well, by the way, and it's because we were able to show him the value.
What were you putting in the drink there in the AI video?
Okay, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Everybody look at the AI. What is AI doing? Like now I've got AI trying to start rumors about me, like everyone else. Like son of a gun.
Well, so the first one had us like cheered like we were happy. Like no, we're not happy. We got to have something here. So if I got
that would have been funny. Oh no, that would have been. Oh, they like look, Cap's AI's even cheering for this shit. Look, he's paid. AI's paying him now. So the New York Times article from the Super Bowl, right before the Super Bowl, just 3 little excerpts. I'm going to read real fast, so I'm going to mess up. It was about more than punching a ticket back to the old UCLA practice grounds at AFC Championship, symbolizing one of the most impressive turnarounds roster rebuilds of this century. It was about vindication. 100% Sarkisian, one of the scout personnel guys. It definitely is a vindication of how we do what we do. I hate that quote so much because, we're in the Super Bowl now. We were right until you're not.
Right. Exactly.
The Bengals went from 2-14 under a first-year head coach to the Super Bowl in 2 years. Different whispers now follow them around the scouting circuit. How did they do what they just did? They're, the new, how did you guys do it? Potentially luck. The lines between coaches, personnel, and even ownership blur. Everybody, are you locked in? Are you listening? You grab the headphones, tell the wife to be quiet, tell the husband to be quiet, turn the TV down. President Mike Brown is still making the final calls and is considered the general manager despite a background role in the day-to-day decisions. President Mike Brown is still making the final calls.
Yep.
But yet somebody who hates Zac Taylor wants to go on and say, this coaching staff has more power to affect the draft than anybody, blah, blah, blah. I love everybody. I love the fans. I love the passion. We need people to complain and be angry because I told somebody else, they know I'm going to renew my tickets. This is a hobby of mine. It's going to take a lot to pull those tickets away from me.
Wow, I enjoy the hobby. Dead hands.
I enjoy the hobby. I am now in almost apathy mode where, all right, we're just going to go to hanging out with our friends. And I'm going to get loud on defense all the time. But they know like, well, all right, Cap makes a great point, but he's going to renew. So next, I'm not saying they do that. It's just, I'm not a threat. I have a voice, which I'm using, but hey, he's still the final decision. So, all right. And then finally, was that the last one? Oh, I missed one. Oh yeah. Talking about, the Rams aren't rare. Conventional approach to modern NFL. League average for player personnel people's 21. Second fewest listed on any team website is 15. The second fewest is 15. The fewest is us with 8, which is crazy. But the Bengals defy convention on purpose. The group takes pride in the conscious choice for extra work. They see and I'm adding a little snark to what I'm reading because seeing what I saw the past 2 weeks, I'm a little pissed off. They see the benefit in the versatility of spreading across departments instead of extreme specialization. Are you kidding me? I don't want my dentist performing my heart surgery. I want specialization.
Please.
I'm shaking the monitor. I'm sorry. They think, contrary to popular belief, that fire is important to heating. No, I'm contrary to popular belief that the family dynamic and collaborative philosophy of involving coaches more, following a blueprint set by Paul Brown, creates a significant advantage. I've talked about this on this show before about honoring Paul Brown's innovation, ingenuity, and everything. It's just that it's 50-year-old information.
Yes.
We can take the idea behind what Paul Brown did. Paul Brown was an innovator. He wasn't X, Y, Z. You know, he incorporated intelligence testing. He incorporated, you know, he looked for black athletes where people wanted to overlook. Like, he wanted to do innovative things and progress forward. Today, that's a different thing. That's a different set of actions you have to take in order to be innovative. Innovative would be incorporating AI, scraping all the data that's out there, even just on the Bengals fan base. Gridiron, Dale, Bengals Brews, Joe Goodberry, like everybody, and making a consensus draft board based on fans who know the team better than any other fans or even PFF. Like, we know our team. So our guys picking stuff, our gals picking stuff, use them. That would be innovative for today, not keeping
do something different. Because, I mean, and I said this on a video I did last night. I've defended this team and defended this organization over and over. I can't anymore. I can't, because you've seen the lack of drafting and development over the last 3 years. This is where we're at. What you're doing is not working. You're doing, and Richard Skinner said this on his post-game podcast last night with Trags. They're doing the same thing they've done the last couple times they went to Super Bowl. They went to Super Bowl, and a couple years later, they fall off a cliff. They're doing it again. But this time, we have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins that aren't going anywhere. So our offense is going to be cooking. You just fix the defense. I'm like change. You got to change what you're doing, because it's so obvious your drafting and developing is not working. What you're doing is not working.
They would do a better job if TJ put me in a uniform and have TJ Slayton pick me up and throw me at someone. Would slow them down better, and it would be freaking hilarious. Like, if I can get AI to make that video of just tossing a cap toss, like, oh, he tossed him right into that ball carrier. You know, the cap toss works for a fumble.
Roger wants to know, okay, what needs to happen for a change?
I'm a big fan of massive letters. And I'm telling you right now, I will get hate from the front office for suggesting this, because no one wants to go through thousands of letters. But I'm saying professional, polite, and backed by data. Because the name calling, the disappointment, the threats, it's not going to work. If I was talking to Duke, like, I have shouted my love for Duke Tobin so many times as he's walked by. He's never looked up. He's like unshakable. He is a Marvin Lewis back in the day. I appreciate the things he's done. And hey, we did kind of remake our linebacker room years ago with the Logan Wilson, the Pratt, that eventually led us to Super Bowl. There's some diamonds there. But I am looking at this again from like a blackjack strategy standpoint, and I'm not just deciding, I got a feeling that the dealer's going to bust, so I'm going to stand on 9. No, now God, I'm having triggers of being in casinos and somebody next to me.
Pork Chop says Slayton throwing you would look like him throwing a trash can.
That would be funny. That would be funny. There are brilliant ways. So he says in the quote that I missed, the last one really, it's never been, and this is Tobin speaking, it's never been and never will be about how many voices you have or how many opinions. I disagree. It's about having the right opinions and trusting in the guys you have entrusted come up with the right opinions. So here's the thing. I have been in a leadership position. I have granted, it's not I've not been in a role like his, but I've managed more people. I've had more people than what he has report to me. I think I'm older than he is too. And what I would say is you never know where that next great idea is going to come from. Mm-hmm. There are a million ways to explore that statement. They could open up. So I know some companies who have little contests for ideas. The Bengals could open up a fun little contest for Super Bowl tickets. And what do you got? You want to see something in the stadium improvements, in-game entertainment, football operation, like literally anything.
I know what I want. I want a Super Bowl banner. That's what I want.
You bring us the idea, and whatever we incorporate, we're sending you to the Super Bowl every year. The amount of ideas that you would get that are actually quality that they never think of. I as a leader do not want to be the smartest person in the room. I strive to be the dumbest person in the room. I
think the Bengals think they are. Sometimes they act like with these draft picks.
The quotes come across poorly when I'm thinking along those lines, when I'm talking about that from a leadership perspective. And here's where a lot of people don't get this side of me, the corporate side of me, that I will explore eventually soon. I got roasted last night for some corporate speak. And like, I need help from chat. Like, do I go full on villain or not? But not a lot of people see the leaders. I love leadership. I love learning about leadership. I admire great leaders. Reading about great leaders, it's another hobby of mine, fairly boring hobby of mine, but it's amazing what one person can do to impact so many more people, the exponential effect of lifting others up. So when I'm in that role, I don't care about me. I care about people under me, reporting to me. I want to lift them up. I want them. Every single employee that I've ever had, nearly every single has gone on to make more money, get promotions as a direct result of things that I have tried to instill in them. And Tobin could listen to more voices. We could have more voices because you think you've got the right voices. There's somebody else out there. Go find them.
Stranger's rooting for Cap Hole. He wants you to be
Stranger. I love you.
Be a villain.
I love you.
Cap Hole.
Oh boy. Oh no. The ultimate, like all the tea is going to be ugly, and I'm going to get canceled. But that's going to happen one day. Don't go villain. See, Meow's a smart. Meow knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And Meow, some other stuff went down yesterday, and it's like, man, part of me's like, burn it down. Like, F it. I don't need this. I don't have to wear the costume. I've got seats all over the stadium. Fine. I can just blaze the trail behind me and walk away. But Meow, I'm going to get your advice because I'm on edge. Anyway, man, I am behind.
You're not going to catch up. There's too many chats. You're not going to be able to.
You all are amazing.
I can't even click on all of them. You guys.
I love you all so much.
You guys are killing it. But all right, so I want to bring it back to this is what with my video I said last night, and I did this. I addressed it to Mike Brown, Duke Tobin, Katie, Elizabeth, Caroline. I said, look, I'm a Bengals fan. I love the Bengals, but something has got to change, and I'll keep hammering this over and over and over again. It's drafting and developing, and somebody in the chat, I can't remember who put it in there, said, Al Golden sucks, Lou Anarumo sucks. But look, we have the same players on defense we had last year. So look, I'll say this before. Bill Belichick,
the new rookie linebackers are causing some issues, and I don't think it's because they can't work, but we've got some new pieces. Go ahead.
But the point is, you got to have players. Bill Belichick would not be Bill Belichick without Tom Brady and without having the other players around in that team. You got to have players. You got to have people that can make plays. I mean, it's obvious right now. You've had two different defensive coordinators come in here, and you're getting the same results. And Duke Tobin said this last year, and I'm going to hold him to it. I'm not going to pay for the same team I had last year. You have the same team, if not worse, than you had last year. So why make that statement when you completely ignore the safety situation? You did nothing to address the safety at all. We had the exact same safety room we had last year, and it was horrible last year. It's horrible again this year. You got Geno Stone to take less money. I thought because you might go out and get somebody else. You didn't. You didn't address that one big, obvious thing you had to fix as a safety. Didn't address that. You didn't address stuff. You took Shamar Stewart, who I still hope Shamar Stewart can be good. But you have guys that are making impacts that are sitting right there. Why?
And I'm with you. I'm always going to believe like Shamar has got a high ceiling. He can still get there. I'm always going to believe. Yeah. But right now is not nearly good enough. And if Shamar wants to watch me do my job, come on and ridicule me if he can. I am an expert. I am the best. I bring it every single day. I perform my job better than his. I'm just going to say it. If he wants to watch over my shoulder, I'll give him my address. He's going to be bored out of his mind. But I'm telling you, he's got to do better. If all of our guys do what they can do, we could go to the playoffs. And I'm just going to say, I'm scrolling to the bottom. If there's anything that anybody wrote, and I'm sorry, anything you want seen, I'm at the bottom. We're gonna rip through them now. So I'm locked in. I'm sorry.
Right. I'm sorry, Holmes here. Do you think the coaches are being instructed to start all the rookies from ownership? No, I don't believe they are. I think they are trying. Know. I mean, this is my own personal opinion. I don't think they're being instructed. I think Al wants to do that because he sees more potential out of them than anybody else. And right now, who he had in there to start wasn't doing good. So he's trying anything to get something out of this team. So no, I don't think the ownership is instructing them. The ownership is not going to instruct the Bengals coaches. Well, if everybody says that they're cheap and why would you instruct them to sit Logan Wilson, who they're paying all this money to? Mike Brown doesn't like spending money. Why would you pay Logan Wilson all this money to sit?
So to find out, to protect Logan for a potential trade. Like, watch after the trade deadline passes and Logan gets more snaps. I don't know.
They need a trade right now. Like I said, I'm beginning this trade. I trade Logan. I trade Trey Henderson. I trade Cam. And I love Cam. I love his family. I love him to death. But I trade him. I trade BJ Hill. Get draft picks because they're not helping us right now. Maybe they'll go somewhere else and they'll do better. Fine, but we need to get draft capital because we're not.
Oh, room war. Good. God, I would drink with room war. Hey guys, at least we'll have GTA 6 before we see the defense gets fixed. And you got to be a gamer to get to have it. That's funny. That's sad, and I'm going to cry when I get off here. 9.37 million cap space with a few players winning out. Make moves, use them. Yeah, plug and play for first rounders. No excuses.
Nice. That's what we need. We haven't gotten it. No, we can fix the defense this year. I don't think so. I don't see how you can unless they all of a sudden start playing better. Augie, I think the coaches have no choice. Vets are lost. They're not getting anything with the vets, so your only other choice is to play the young guys. There you go. Here's one for you.
Yeah. Absolutely, Bengals Captain. Believe in the team. I believe if Smart, his defense can turn up and actually start playing. Not perfect defense, but damn good enough defense. We're going to play out. It would be. I mean, I was saying earlier, and I didn't get to finish. I actually did. I was loud on defense every single down from when they huddled to when they broke yesterday. And I'll look around and I see some of my haters just sitting down on defense and dead quiet. I'm like, all right, whatever. I want to post the video, but I know I'm going to get hate for it. So whatever. I know I'm doing my part. The 2-minute warning, the 2 minutes left when it was pretty much done. Man, I was hurting. Buckeyes game Saturday morning, Blue Jackets game Saturday night, and then to see them lose that game, I gave up. My voice was just not there. I stood there in disbelief, and then it got to be where we might actually come back. And then like the onside kick, I'm like, now I feel like I can't say anything or yell at all because it worked. But so many Bengals fans already left.
They did.
So already the Bears fans were louder than us in our own stadium, which whatever. But all the ones that left that we really could have used for noise, I hate to say it, but if we would have been as loud as we've been in other games this year, we might have won. It might have been difficult for them to pull it off, but everyone left.
There's a lot of Bears chanting at the end there, and I well, did you hear the guy?
Yeah.
We were me and Jess were talking at the end. The Bears fan walked by and said, "Hey, you guys got a cute chant." I said, "Shut up, dude! We gave you that game. Get out of here."
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. I mean, the amount of like confidence that they had, was ridiculous. Like they don't have a QB. Good that they embarrassed the team that's struggling right now, but they're not going anywhere.
We got a couple things about the drafting guys. Mr. Meow Meow says trading for draft picks is a smart idea when you absolutely suck at drafting, or do you go for cash and proven players? And Robert said the same thing. Cap Ice chat, do you think we could trust the front office to draft well? Be honest. No, I mean we can't. But the point to this is, what I'm saying, if you trade these guys, you get more draft picks, give them more shots at the dartboard. If they're not going to get rid of Duke, give more shots at the dartboard. Plus, you're getting money off of your salary cap. So you can have more money to go out and sign more free agents. So the more shots they got at this to get it right, the better is what I'm thinking. And I know it sucks thinking like that, but I don't know how else to try and do it unless they change from Duke to somebody else. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, trade for picks. I mean, unless somebody's willing to trade for a quality player, trade for the player. Right. But if they don't have a player they're willing to give up, then getting picks is better than not getting anything. Dude. Oh my God, Chop, the ones behind me. So, again, the BS about standing and everything. And I made sure we stood behind the Bears fans who were rude behind us, and they barely got to watch the game. I was happy about that.
I had one dude. He was pretty cool the whole time. And then the pass interference in the end zone far from us against T. Higgins. And they did the replay. He's like, "Oh, that one, he hit the ball." I'm like, dude. I looked back. I was quiet the whole time. I look back. I was, dude, you're winning. That's obvious pass interference. He hit the ball. Like, come on. I was like, let's live in reality here. And he shut up after that. That's the only time he ever got on my nerves, to be honest, other than that at the end there.
Tom, I'm not impressed with Caleb Williams. That's why I say they don't have a QB. I feel like he's going to be good enough to keep them in kind of like that purgatory. He's not a champion. I don't believe he's a championship QB. They're going to be like he to me reminds me of an athletic Andy Dalton. Where you're going to win some games, but he's not going to be able to compete with the big dogs. So they're going to be they're going to be a little Ravens-like without having a QB as talented as Lamar. So they're going to be very dependent on building that type of ball. And That
catch was.
Hey, and I'm sorry, the haters, 40-year-old Cleveland castaway, Browns fan, like they let him go and then they re-signed him and then they benched him for Dylan Gabriel, cast off from Cleveland, backup QB, 470 yards and 4 touchdowns. Holy cow. Like, honestly, if I was questioning, like, God, should we just like change up the vibes and get rid of Zach? Like, what the... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Holy cow. I don't know. Like, he's 40 years old and has never done that in his career until Zac Taylor.
Yeah, this is the best he's ever thrown the ball in his life. But that's a career high at 40 years old. All right, Greg here says, cheapest way to build a team is to draft better. Yep. And rent and repeat every year. You'll never have to sign anyone anymore to long-term extension. Exactly. And that's that right there, Greg, you get the comment of the day, dude. That's exactly what me and Cap are saying. And I've been saying it for the last 2 years. I said it last year. I said we got to draft better. We got to draft better. We got to draft better. Oh, no, we got to fire Zach. Oh, no, we got to do no, we got to draft better.
Adam Bushman, don't put this comment on because I don't want anybody out there even thinking anything. Way to admit, no big deal, dude. You're a huge fan. Way to go. I appreciate the admission there. And it happens. I don't hate anybody. Sometimes it's easier to beat traffic, but good on you. You never know. You never know. It would have been such an incredible win.
It was hard. It was hard to stay. I mean, I was depressed.
It was super hard to stay.
I was with you. I was still standing up on defense because, well, I had to because people wanted me stand up. I wanted to see, and I was still cheering, but it was hard. I'm just like, but then I lost my ever loving mind when we got that onside kick. I'm like, everybody around me. I'm like, this is awesome. Holy crap. And
I could not believe it. We got a couple minutes. When do you have to leave?
What time is it? I'm good for a little bit. Keep on.
Okay. I want to pull up my bookmarks. So last night I had made a comment. Okay, so the easier one, talking about the defensive players who kind of laughed, supposedly, apparently, allegedly laughed and said, "You'll talk to you on Monday."
Talk to you Monday, yeah.
You know what? I don't know the context behind it. And part of my job is reading people. I've been involved in investigations that require interviewing a suspect. I'm going to call him suspect here just because I don't want to get into too many details. But I've got to read. I got to read intent, body language, tone, stuff like that. I like to think that I'm pretty good at picking up some stuff. And, Andrew Whitworth hated the media. He didn't trust the media. He had seen the media basically kind of like, oh yeah, you guys are doing great. What do you blah blah, like it was painful to do. And then the minute something went wrong, they turned like, oh my God, you guys. He hated that about them. He spoke out in a lot of small Bengals events, like charity events, because people would ask him, he was like, they're giving us applause right now. I don't care. They'll turn their back on us in a heartbeat and start trying to create division in the locker room. Like, he did not like the media. A lot of players don't. So, after a game like that, especially the defense, knowing they are the bad guys, should they have owned it and talked through it? I could see why, but you know what? They might not be ready. I don't expect them to take that leap. Like, honestly, that might be the more mature thing, more mature than actually handling execution on the field. Because talking face to face and admitting some of this crap after a loss,
it's hard, dude. I mean,
I'm not real.
I mean, what'd you feel about Chase Brown's comments? I mean, he said, look, I think Jamar Chase handled it perfect. I think Jamar Chase, this is the maturity that we've seen in Jamar Chase this year. I think he handled it perfectly. Chase Brown, and I felt it. I'm with him, but that's not something you should air out in the media. And Zach kind of said that he talked to Chase Brown about it too. So I mean,
Zach's got to say that. But for all the corporate, and I'm about to talk about corporate, for all the corporate, man, I'm glad some of this stuff is leaking. It's gotta. It's hard to express that type of sentiment in normal conversation. It's time. Like, I'm sorry, the defense needs some hate. Like, the players aren't meeting one enough. The guys are still going out and partying. Guys are still at strip clubs. I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but there are some issues. They've been told not to. Mm-hmm. It is all about, as a man, taking ownership. And you're in your 20s. You have got the ability to generate generational wealth, to change your. Yeah, the first contract was nice. Wait till that second contract.
You're not going to get there if you play like this.
Hold off on this stuff. Mm-hmm. Because I promise you, it's speaking from an experienced 48-year-old man married to an attractive wife. Trust me, if you're in position and you're not already wifed down, and your options will change drastically when you're close to your 30s. You're smarter. You've got more maturity. You can actually carry on a conversation with a beautiful, intelligent female, and you've got more money in the bank. Then you're looking at whatever, Victoria's Secret model you want. Hold off on the partying right now, especially in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's filled with beautiful women, but you're hanging out in strip clubs in Cincinnati.
Why? Man, you're an NFL player. You can get a stripper.
Wait to the off season. Go to Vegas.
Or
right now.
Or Follow what Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins do. You don't see them out there doing that.
No. Oh, and Jamar, never mind. Jamar's not hurting. I'm just going to say Jamar's not hurting. So take after him. Or better, like they get photoed on a yacht in the off season, in the sun and sand when you should. You lock in now, and instead of the next contract being a couple million, it's 15. Don't say,
you're out of the league because you can't play.
Don't say but a couple million is a lot of money. It's not after taxes. It's not for the rest of your life. You can't retire on I cannot at 48 years old retire on a couple million. I've had to earn more. Like your retirement, technically, depending on the lifestyle you want to live, you need to look at today's market, like 4 million, 5 million, without worrying about whatever social, whatever retirement. It's rough. As a player in your 20s, you need to be going for the 20 million, the 30 million. You need to make as much money over the career. And guess what? The beautiful thing is, whatever happened last game, happened last game. Take the tonight, hop on the video game, wake up tomorrow. It's a brand new day, brand new you, brand new schedule. Stop messing around with the partying. Lock in. Tell your buddies to lock in. Call them out if they're not. Call them out in a meeting. Like sometimes y'all got to argue.
And that's what Joe Flacco said yesterday too in his press conference. Exactly what you said. You take this game. You lost. You got to move on. And that's what they have to do. They can't keep holding on to it here. And Dustin here says, get up there. What you're saying makes sense, Cap, but not all players actually love football. They are just good at it. We got a lot of that on this team.
That needs to go into scouting and like why that is not. And you can build. Here's the beauty of it. Some people don't realize this. You can build character traits into a draft profile. You can assign a number to it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just play with those numbers for example, players that you've already known, tweak that and see if the results come out the same based on that available data. And then you interview. And if you don't have people who know people who can get that kind of detail out of them, you need more scouts or more people on the staff, or you need people creating those relationships with coaches, agents, whatever, to get to know these guys. And I realized, agents not really the best place to find character, but hey.
National Bengals Fan Club got your back there, Cap. If they see you,
Nash, thank you. Hey, I told some security people in Cincinnati, keep an eye out. And it's funny, one of the conversations that was had, somebody didn't know, and I maybe said too much. I might be canceling myself. We'll see. Yeah.
Chop's true. He's right.
Well, and I'm not saying the club will. I'm saying that Bengals need to pull their teammates out.
Well, I don't know. What if the Bengals themselves fine them? Like, all right, we're not going to strip clubs. What if? Like, all right,
dude, you'll never get that in the contract. You should, but DM Street, Bengals Captain. Man, I look at the D line though, and that's key to stopping the run. Trenches. Heard Jerry Montgomery had issues with the D line with Patriots players. We're saying his coaching was bad. I've not heard that. It sucks that you said that, because if that's true, then okay, fine. Keep Al. We need a new D-line coach. Something's got to change. I'm a little upset that nothing has changed yet. I'm hoping it comes during the bye, because you know what?
Today would have been the day. Today should have been the day something changed. Chris here, sorry, blaming the players when the commentators are calling out the defense scheme doesn't seem right.
Do the commentators know the defensive scheme though? And I'm going to call out players when people who work at the clubs are questioning why people are there every single night.
Yeah.
Every single night. We're all Bengals fans. Some Bengals fans just happen to work the door at your favorite club, or your best Bengals fan might be naked at night. People talk.
Yeah.
If anybody would pay me, I'd probably be naked too. I am. Yeah,
Please don't give me a super chat to get Captain naked.
I'm glad some people look up to me or something, but I feel like I am the wrong money offer away from being a different person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom. So last night, I put up a corporate, and I get it. The timing might have been bad. I don't care. You know me. I'm not doing it for clicks. I'm not trying to get engagement. I'm not trying to grow anything. I should be. I'm thinking about it more. You might see a more branded cap. You might see some of the posts with something. Make fun of me all you want, but please still support me. I love y'all. I might ask for more support. And on something like this, I would like some support. I don't know how. So if you can't think of anything, then let it go. But sorry, the comments, guys. Jeremy Nolan waiting since then again for the show. Yeah, sorry. Did I miss? Jeremy Nolan, exactly. Football should be the only focus right now, especially with lifestyle. Yeah, I agree. And no, never apologize. I am sorry. I have ADD. At 20 bucks. That'll get some hairy stomach. Man, what was I going to say? Oh, no, never apologize. I need to somehow get better about getting through comments because I go on rampages. I'm sorry.
There's too many comments. We would never be able to.
You chat is a freaking amazing. Like, honestly, y'all make me feel better about that horrible dumpster fire that I watched because this is fun. And I'm not getting paid for this. You know, Duke's cut me off. I get no more checks from the Bengals. He's pissed at me.
It's about time he cut you off. God.
But no, so I put that out there and I get it that it might have been bad timing. And wow, I thought I started out turn heel cap. Oh man. Dude, trust me. I know a guy who has a nice black suit, and he did the orange tiger stripes, and it looks sweet. I'm like, oh man,
black cap
I could do that,
and NWO style.
Yeah, okay. To change up the vibes, y'all got to give me some ideas. Do I shave my head? Do I change my seats over to 102? Do I go with a black outfit? There's got to be something I can do to change up the vibes because I wore the Flacco jersey again. I'm sorry. Oh. And I thought I was driving down and literally telling Jess, like, should I not have worn this? And then I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you can't wear that anymore.
That's the only time I've admitted this. And I'm like, oh God. I got to find that comment because so many people hated. Oh, people were making fun of me. Oh yeah, Holmesy. And there might be, I've never been to them. There might be a reason why you've never heard of a Cincinnati strip club. So I've been to I lived in Mansfield, Ohio for a while, and there were strip clubs here. And if you've not heard of Mansfield, then you could imagine you don't want to hear about the strip clubs either. And a buddy pulled me out one night, and man, like I've never had to actually physically run away in a strip club. Like it felt like, you know, it was a game of tag, and I'm like, I gotta leave. I don't want to leave my friend, but I got to get away. Like, yeah, Twitter Spaces are ready for
reverse
I'm not going to be a paper cat or a paper reverse mohawk beard. Oh my God! Wait a minute, reverse mohawk.
Did you see Augie's? He's the body paint.
Oh Lordy! Oh God, that would be. So I mean, I did the spandex suit one time, and thank goodness I brought a pair of shorts because it was obscene, and I'm not bragging, but it was obscene, and I'm kind of bragging.
Cap.
But
Evil Cap in a black suit at games could be funny when we're playing poorly.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't have to. It'll interrupt the thought process. But it's literally in the other room. I got the black suit. We might. I got time.
The brass ass, is that still around? He said, "You tell me
really?
Players in hand." Yeah, it was back in the day.
It's really called the brass ass.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
Yeah, it's over in Newport. I mean, I've never been to it. I've never been to it. I haven't been to it. I haven't.
Busted. All right, so I got yard sale. Where in the hell? I know I didn't delete it.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my comment that I was getting roasted on. Oh yeah, here it is. Right. So here's what I said: as an organization, you don't have to fire Duke. and I'm adding some voice inflection, and it'll probably be easier to get it, but man, there's some people who are assholes. I can argue that would actually be a bad idea, but you do need a major uplift. Process and tools have to change. And when they do, everyone can absolutely take credit. Solutions are out there. It doesn't matter whether you're early, on time, or late to the party, as long as you get it done. I've lost count of the posts I've loved from Cincy Gridiron Grading. I don't know what they do. They're all in on yeah. We've got to do better. If we can do that by adding staff and or changing roles and adding tools, great. If not, then bring in someone who can set the process straight once and for all. That last sentence is fire Duke. I'm sorry that is the corporate me coming out, because guess what? I don't fire a lot of people. I've not fired a lot of people because I take it on myself. I failed this person somehow. I have not given them the proper resources to succeed. I'm going to try to do that first. Every now and then you get somebody who resisted. They got to go. But you know what? The conversation isn't you suck, get out. It's, listen, I know you want to do a great job. I know you've put a lot of work in. And I think we can agree that this isn't the right fit. This is not truly bringing you joy. So let's help you find something that fits what you're looking for. And the subtext is, this is not it. This is not it. I had one person actually say, well, I am happy here. Well, you're not going to be after this conversation. If you're not taking the hit.
One thing I said last night on my video too is look, I know they love Duke Tobin. Duke Tobin is like family with them, and I get that. You don't have to fire him. Move him to somewhere. Moving into the
and you don't even have to move him because he is intelligent. He brings a lot of experience. And here's the thing: if I were to approach the family with this, you got to get rid of Duke. They're going to tell me to pound sand. I could care less about loss of access or whatever. I'm like, I pay $20,000 a year for tickets. There's no free access to anything special. I pay $20,000 for tickets. Wow, and I'm a huge fan. I buy merchandise like crazy.
They pay you that much, Cap?
Shit. Cool. Okay. Then you would see something change and I would be unbearable. Like, oh my God, this team, I could see the spark in that last couple seconds. Like, just trust me, one more game. I would be the worst. People would hate my guts.
My point is to move Duke, you keep it in the organization. Get a general manager. Get somebody in charge of football operation and set the organization.
Name him the G. Stop avoiding the term GM. Name him the GM then, and give. I'm sweating. I need to turn the fan on. Name him the GM, but then let's look at the process. How are we collecting the data? Because man, knowing how delayed they are in some of the technological advances. Oh my God, I wouldn't be surprised to see people with notebooks and we're grabbing keywords out. Dustin Croft, life's short, death is long, stop wasting years, Bengals, time's ticking. Yeah, I agree. We could remake their entire talent acquisition process with the proper data and automation around that data overnight, literally overnight. And they would still be given the power to jump off of that if they want to, but it would be consistent and it would take emotion. I want to take emotion out of my day-to-day decisions. When I'm at the casino, I want to take emotion out of my gambling. If I'm in football operations, I don't have to know everything about football. I want to take emotion out of my choices. In game, that's why you get a coach on the podium who's trying to be even keel. That's why you get a Joe Burrow who, very rarely, even when things are going well, you don't see a whole lot of emotion out of the guy.
Joe Flacco either. That's why they're so good at
even worse. He's even worse.
Yeah, they're just
Teddy was talking about we keep trying to get a rise out of Joe, and it's just he won't fall for anything.
Exactly.
And you see, he wasn't flustered at all. There were some ugly things at the end. He threw some picks.
He said that at the press conference. His press conference was exactly that. There's a loss. You just got to basically move on, is what he said. And Holmes wants to know how many seats you got there, Cap? 27?
I had 13. And here you go. I sold 3 in the offseason. I don't talk about that a lot. I was super uncomfortable with some of the things going on. And I'm like, it's time to downsize. I sold 3. They are with somebody else. And oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. God. It's funny because
it wasn't me.
There was some negotiation back and forth. You're like, oh, come on. They haven't done blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. We're winning it all this year. Yeah. I am so sorry, dude. But you know what? It'll pay off in the long term.
We're going to win it. Before
I sold the 3-pack. I sold the 3-pack because when somebody needs 3, they were gold. I was able to hook up friends or like, oh, yeah. Or the single. Like a lot of friends wanted a single. Mm-hmm. But 99% of the time, they were a nightmare. And if you've ever seen me in my phone tailgating, I'm sweating bullets trying to get rid of the last tickets. And we lose money every year, but one year we lost $5,000. And I'm sorry. I know, I remember there wasn't $5,000 to lose for most of my lifetime. And we just gone. Like, whoops. We averaged losses about $2,500 a year. Still, that's gas for your, like, that's insane. That is. That's how section 1. Yep. So I've got section 158, row 2 on the aisle. Obviously, I'm a traffic cone. You can see me from everywhere. The one day somebody behind me goes psycho and pulls the gun out, I'm going to be an easy target. Damn it. So just come to my funeral and
I'll be there
and stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Talk to Jess. I already told Jess, like, just give my friends the first dibs on stuff. And then everybody who supported me on social media, they get next. There's a lot of stuff to be had. So enjoy it. And don't kill me because of, like, that's not a thing to say. Like, don't kill me.
Don't shoot Cap. Okay.
It's simple. Tackle, wrap your arms around the guy, and don't shoot Cap.
Don't shoot Cap.
Jesus.
Where is this show going?
I've got ADD.
I hear my wife upstairs going, what the hell are they talking about?
Just blame it on me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jeff's wife. So, okay, I lost that train. But back to, so some of the people, like Lorenzo, we had some back and forth. Like, I don't know. He wasn't getting it the other day and called me condescending. And I'm like, bro, I'm just stating facts. I love Lorenzo. Lorenzo's great. And for all the people hate me, he had a great comment. He's just, I think the idea of firing Duke and the coaching staff is just inherently, you'd be changing the process that has clearly gone stale with bringing in fresh eyes, ears, and brains, though. Like, there you go. We're having a conversation. And I see that. That's why I'm like, I can't go after anybody that wants it. Because, like, all right, I see the value in bringing in something fresh. My thing is, I can argue why it's a bad idea. We don't know what the process looks like. We don't know all of the moving parts. There is potential that Duke is a genius and he is limited. And then we pull him out, we'll put somebody else in place, and we find out that person doesn't know football as well. And then we're even worse. I'm just saying, I'm open to that possibility. So if we can keep people that we know have done good things and made good choices, give them more resources and tools to pull out maybe some of their bad decision-making and give them more tools to make better decisions, it could work. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's like, fire Duke. Guess what? Throw all of it out. They're not going to. We all know they're not going to. So I'm trying to come up with a conversation. What would it look like if? Because a lot of people are going to be upset when it doesn't happen. But you know what? There's a path forward to give the team more tools to make better decisions. I've heard some other stuff too, like my needle of shifting responsibility to front office, like was already leaning. I heard some stuff today that I can't even repeat. I'm like, all right, full on. Which sounds like I'm trying to buy Zac time, but hey, whatever. I'm not going to change anybody's mind about Zac. So it's at the point where if you don't like Zac or want Zac fired, you just don't listen to that part of me talking. And I get it, and I love you anyway. I'm not going to, and I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm way over that. It's not going to happen. Whatever's going to happen. We all want the Bengals to win a Super Bowl.
Exactly. And that's right.
Augie, care less we fired is, want him to do better. We've got to improve the process because I feel like we're making emotional picks right now.
Give him help. Give him help. Give him more scouts. Give something. The drafting and the developing is not working. Like, we're drafting guys with high potential. Like I said this earlier in this broadcast, we need impact play. Your second round pick should be impact players, and we haven't had that. T. Higgins,
Tom Gia. I think he clarified his earlier comment. He's like, I don't like blaming performance on nightclubs. Look at Dennis Rodman, dude, would party at night and still show up and do his job. All right, great point. You should be able to practice some nighttime motorboating and show up to work and tackle 100%. But maybe some of these people can't, and they need to pull that part back. David Woods, this has been great group therapy. Changed my mind about Zach. Oh, see from nothing. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that some people don't absolutely just tune me out immediately. I'll just stop there. Otherwise, yeah. Augie, is it true we only have 5 scouts when most have 30? It's like 8. And I think the next, I read the next team, the team in line was like double that. Yeah, so we're last. Yeah. And then number 31 is doubled. Yeah. But some of the comments there, and awesome. Bengal D says, love you, but Duke has to go too. I'm like, yeah, read the last line. But some of them got like, oh, we can, dude, stop it, which isn't a big deal. Like, that's not rude. But I'm like, the last sentence is Duke getting fired. Like, people, come on. I blocked a couple because they're super fucking rude. But yeah. I'll tell you what, God, I'm going to admit this, but you know, one of the quickest ways to get me like digging into your criminal records and address and everything is posting that old WWF GIF of what's his face doing the
Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I saw
yeah.
that one. Yeah,
dude,
Shawn Michaels.
I'll admit, and maybe that'll help me get over it because then haters will use it more and I'll have to get over it. But that pisses me off so much. I want to punch the screen when I see that. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, one thing I could say, I think this show is proven for what you're saying that you don't believe that what the Bengals are doing is working perfectly, and I think that's where people get your comments.
And unfortunately,
take it the wrong way. Like, you think you are totally Bengals and they're doing everything great, and you have no problem with what you're doing. That's not what you're saying. You have a big problem with how they've drafted and developed.
They only see what they want to see, and then they comment on it. I'm also not one of the, and again, don't ever think that I'm calling anybody out, but like, I know some people in our space are doing really good things on like the social media algorithm. The popular thing right now is to just shit on everything Bengals, especially Zach. Somebody asked like, well, why don't you say the words fire Duke? I'll admit what?
You just said it.
Yeah, I'll admit I didn't want to say the words fire Duke in that post because I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't. Because the fire Duke posts at the time that I wrote this were gaining traction like crazy, likes like crazy. If you had a joke about firing Duke, it was an immediate 2,000 likes. I didn't want 2,000 likes. Mine has 184 likes. That is it. But it has 40,000 views. The crazy thing is 181 comments. And they were not overwhelmingly hate. So it was interesting what X did with who it showed the post to. And I'm being nerdy, but sometimes that's what it is. I'm not going to write a book and explain everything, but my comments are, as an organization, I literally started at, I guess I should have said, hello, everybody. I'm Cap, and I'm going to speak as corporate Cap. Oh God, like, come on, people, like, learn to read in between the lines, learn to understand, gray area, like, God, and you all do. That's why I love this chat. Most of the people in chat did, but some people went off the rails.
You know what I don't like is like I do a lot of different videos and reels and stuff, and I put the same stuff. It's either on my shorts on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter. I get more views on those things on Facebook and YouTube than anything else. I barely get anybody. Well, I don't say barely get anybody. I don't get as many people watching what I have to say on Twitter. I don't know why. I'm not sure. Like if I say it on Facebook, I get a lot more hits. Maybe because I'm old. I have more people follow me on Facebook. I don't know what it is because I did that video last night talking about how there needs to be changes here because something has to change. We got to change something. So it's weird how that algorithm works.
Yeah. And I cannot. That's got a sticker written all over it. I don't know why, but I don't know that I.
It's a don't let,
yeah, don't let Chop design the sticker though. That's all I'm asking. Esther. Hey, Esther popping in here. The fact the trade deadline is looming, as Zach says, he's not making any changes, believes, and who he's got is concerning. It's not concerning at all. That is coming from the front office. And this is not directed at you, Esther, but I was in a spaces that after Zach's presser was done, everybody lost their minds. And I left and somebody reached out. Somebody reached out and they're like, hey man, like, why'd you leave? And they're like, oh, never mind. I know why. And everyone knows the communications wing of the Bengals coaches Zach. They're people going up to the podium are told, this is what we want to talk about. That's it. That doesn't mean that Zach has no cojones. He's not there to ruffle. He's there to satisfy a commitment to the press. He's going to give a little bit of flavor, but he's not going to give anything juicy. I know for a fact we're listening and attempting to do whatever as far as trades.
People want Zach to say what they would say, which no coach is going to say that. That's what I don't.
Again, Bill Belichick didn't say shit ever. And whoa, they won though.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about how do we win. And yeah, we need some changes in talent acquisition. And honestly, sorry, all the people are like, well, we're never going to win a Super Bowl. We did. We won one. We had it taken away from the shady ass NFL playing games at the end. Everyone knows that wasn't a hold on Logan. Everyone saw all the misses all game long. We won that Super Bowl. I mean, if we were any other city in the same situation, those flags don't get thrown on the field and we win the Super Bowl. So you know what? Zach won one.
I mean, that's the thing that drives me nuts. And like I said, I love Who Dey Nation. I love everybody in the chat and stuff. But people come at me sometimes. It's like, well, Zach should be saying this at the press conference. No, he shouldn't. If he does, one, he wants to keep his job. Two, he's got to work with these guys. He's got to work with the players. He's got to work with the coaches. He can't sit there and just throw everybody under the bus. Do you work with people? Because I don't know about you guys. You can't just go treat the guy that you work with like shit all the time and expect to work with them.
You know what we need is we need his chat. Like, give him a phone and let him text.
His burner.
Yeah. And then, because you know what? Me in meetings, I'm sorry if this ever gets out and people see whatever. I am speaking in a meeting. They're like, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but my experience is we need to follow the directions that are literally in the documentation. It's best practice. You follow that to the letter. It's easy. I am on the side in chat to my manager. This dumb piece of shit thinks that, like, I am going off. I cannot say that on camera in the meeting in front of ELT. Zach is not going to do that. You know who's done it every time, sometimes here and there? Tomlin. And it's been absolute bullshit. I'll never forget when Tomlin said something, changes are going to be made. And Bengals fans are like, I wish Zach was like this. I'm like, Tomlin doesn't mean anything. Nothing's going to happen. Weeks went by. Nothing happened. They made some tiny tweaks eventually. The season ended without a playoff win. Ta-da! He's full of shit. Pittsburgh fans hate Mike Tomlin. They want him out. They're tired of a 9-8 season every single year. And Bengals fans are like, oh my God, he said there's going to be changes. Steelers fans know what that means. It's like, he's not going to do shit. And yet we're gullible and we believe it. We've got to get out of that habit. Like, start to learn to pick up little pieces. I've said it before. Al Golden saying, well, we're always trying to simplify things. Ding, 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 ding. Why is it so complex that you need to simplify things? I picked that up. Zach saying the stuff today, I heard in tone that he's pissed. That's what I heard. He was not happy, and it probably was painful saying that he's got the guys that he needs. If you compare...
How would it worked out if he said, no, actually, we don't have enough talent in this room. We actually drafted terrible. I don't think these guys are good enough to play. But he's got to turn around and coach these guys. How would that work?
Yeah, guys, the defense is scared to even do interviews. The defense doesn't want to look at the offense. The offense players are now pissed off enough that they're talking about the defense. And you're going to have the head coach sell them out.
Yeah,
dude, they're not going to want to play. And here's why I don't like booing. Y'all boo if you want to. Absolutely, it's your right. I will never tell you how to fan. I'm not a fan because you get a dude or a group of guys who are not performing well. The last thing I want to give them is more negativity. I want to somehow... And as hard as it is, the Jets' loss was the first time I've ever stood by the tunnel and not clapped. Like, it doesn't matter because when guys lose a game like that, they're not looking up at all.
They're not paying attention anyway.
But I wasn't looking down. I wasn't yelling at anybody. I wasn't clapping. I was just stunned. And because they stayed in the game, they kept fighting to the very end. I clapped for a lot of people walking off yesterday.
That's the thing too. I want to put, that's a good point because people keep saying Zach has lost the locker room. Zach has lost this. Zach has lost that. Did you see the fight that the entire team, I even said the entire team had yesterday? So don't give me this crap. Like, if he lost the locker room, look at Chase Brown and Jamar Chase. They're pissed off. Of course they're pissed off. They lost again and they scored 42 points. Yes, they're going to be upset. I'm upset. That doesn't mean Zach lost anything. They're pissed. Like, I don't get. Everyone wants to hurry up and quickly. Oh, it's this. It's his fault. For the love of God, we need to draft and develop players better. We need to sign free agents in the offseason. This happened in the offseason. They didn't do enough to make the defense better. That's the problem. And I'm tired of people saying it's the whole thing. Like, oh, sorry.
Astor says same way in meetings. Love side chat. Yeah, exactly. Trust me. I know for a fact Zach would be chatting the same. Trust. I absolutely know that. I'm all right. I'm going to stop there. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Jeremy Nolan. Yeah. Tomlin did know how stupid it was for Cleveland to give us Flacco. Yep. Absolutely. Augie, players only meeting at the brass ass. Oh, that's too funny. Meow. Thank you, brother. Almost 100% of people who hate Cap have never met him in real life, period. I will say 100% of people who hate me have never actually had a conversation with me. Like an extended, like actually know me. I know some of the people who hate me, they're getting their information from one certain person, and that's it. And they're being lied to.
I want to put this up here.
Yep.
Robert said, if that's the case, ICE, then it's coaching in the front office. Okay, what I said is it's drafting and developing. It's the front office. It's the whole process of who we drafted and how we develop. It's all of them.
Because you're not developing a pile of shit into a diamond.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that there's any one particular player who's a pile of shit. It's just, hey, we might not have. So Marvin Lewis, I felt like, was an amazing coach to get us from absolute chaos to playoffs. He just wasn't the guy to get us over that hump. Zac, I feel like, is a coach that can coach a more elite built team. I think he's that type of dude. But when things get he's young and he doesn't have the experience. When he's not helped out a little bit, he might not be the guy. I don't know that I want to get the guy that we need to handle that again and go backward like that, because guess what? You take away Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Shanahan wins 6 whopping games. Woo! That's it. You take away Christian McCaffrey, the exciting white. He wins 6 games. We would lose our minds if our quarterback was out there. You took away Chase Brown and the Bengals won 6 games. Holy cow.
Robert says that's time to clean house, and someone has to take accountability for the losses. And how is this season going? Who the F is it going to be? That's kind of what I've been saying. They got to change.
But hold on. We've cleaned house. And we're right back in the same spot we've been before. We cleaned house under Marvin Lewis's regime. And then after sniffing our own fart, we're now back right where we were. We need to solve the actual thing that's broken once and for all. We need to uplift talent acquisition. We need to give Duke more tools and resources. And if Duke
get a GM, or get a new GM, or
get a new GM. If Duke can't play ball with more toys, then someone else has to.
This guy doesn't like you.
Is that Jesus?
That looks like it.
Jesus with whey protein. I can't read that much. Which is great. You know, you talk about facts and data and someone's getting fellatio. I don't understand equate the two. I'm going to try that tonight. I'm going to try to throw out some facts and data and see if it ends in fellatio. I've got a feeling it's not. Augie, people like Cap are the reason I would move to Cincy from New York. Not a me bonus, but bro, you are the best. I love you. Yeah, people that know me, trust me, I've come to learn. Some people have sent me some text messages that people would be pissed if they saw. There is an insane amount of jealousy. And it sucks though, because there are some things about me. Number one's the job. I make a lot of money at my job, and that creates a lot of division. But Iceman, you know, we've talked. He knows a little bit more about me. You know what was funny? All the people that look at me and, you know, I casually spend $20,000 a year on Bengals tickets. We burn money like freaking crazy. And, you know, that creates some animosity from certain people. I don't flaunt it. I'm just talking about what's going on, but I'm not going to say I'm this, I'm that, I'm better, because I don't care. So I go over to Jeff, Iceman. I go over to Jeff's birthday party, and I go to sit down on the seat, and there's bird shit on the seat. They didn't have time to clean the bird shit off the seat. And everybody's like, no, don't sit there. It's bird shit. I'm like, it's just bird shit. Like, why do it don't fucking wash off.
Oh, hold on. Clarification. That was out at the fire pit. That wasn't inside my house.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Just clarify that.
It was not inside the house.
It was not inside the house.
But I'm like, it's just like, what the hell? Like, my dad was born in West Virginia. My dad was straight hillbilly. We went through the drive-through, and if he God, I can't even remember what it was he was trying to order, but the girl at the counter, the intercom was like, you know, there was a toy, like, which color do you want? And he says, what? And she's like, which color do you want? What? She thought he was saying what?
What?
He said white. What?
What? I
mean, straight up hillbilly. The man was an all-star welder, taught himself, over-the-road trucker. I don't know if he had a CDL. I mean, dude would shoot everything, including things not intended to shoot. Hey, you know what? F it. I'm a registered Republican. I got an arsenal of guns that would blow your mind. This is a Bengals account that I don't talk about. Like Jeff knows. And
this was the conversation we had going down to Oktoberfest. Is what you're busting into.
Yeah. And dude, I would blow some people's mind because some people were talking like someone that hates me is trying to act like I'm some kind of, hey, I love people. I care about people. I've got a lot of diverse friends. So like, I don't have a home anymore. I'm trying to do what I can, like local community, to make an impact and a difference. See,
you open a can. You open a can.
I know. But here's the thing. Like I have friends who are all walks of life, including trans, including gay, including all kinds of. I love them all, and it kills me when they don't get the same seat at the table, and I want to help them out. And so I'll try to vote for things that will help them out. But I'm also not going to sell out the entire country, just like the whole gun thing. Like, hey, I'm a responsible gun owner. Like, don't restrict my ability to go to the range and have some fun, let off some steam. You know, we won't get into that, but Jeff's laughing because some people have tried to paint me as a completely different type of person. Like, oh gosh, if you only knew.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now again, I'm not going to talk politics on social media ever.
Please don't.
It all sucks. Like when I grew up, I knew where I aligned, and nobody speaks for me anymore because everybody's everyone wants to be extreme, and I'm just trying to survive. Hey, Fro, I got you. You're my people. I got you.
I love Fro. Fro is awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
I miss her.
100%.
I haven't seen Fro this year. Has she been down at Lot 1? Has Fro been down there to Lot 1?
Have not, but we leave early. Okay. Jeremy, 100%. Just know I care about people. If I would run for office and probably be assassinated. It is what it is. But I would definitely be corporate if I had the role. So. Yeah. Oh, dude. Jeremy, the reason why I can't, like, just like the Bengals stuff, I try to say something innocuous about like corporate idea around Duke, and people come for my neck. Trust me. I go on social media and say anything about politics, trying to intending to be good. Either side would rip me apart. So
that's why I just talk sports here.
Yeah. I tell people I'm independent, but I'm still a registered Republican. So I'll admit that. That's as far as I'm talking. I'm not admitting anything else because we're not going there. But
I think that's a good spot to end this. Unless you got to get the taste out of the mouth there. But I don't want to end on that. What the hell? Jimmy Street said something. Or where was it? Where was it? This one.
People said, okay. He went back to the the Montgomery thing. And basically they also had trouble tackling with Montgomery too. So just adding fuel to the earlier fire there.
They still can't tackle. And we've changed the whole.
And I'm like, all right, so maybe Montgomery has got to go. Something like that. 18 M. James. Me and Cap can disagree on a lot of things. I don't like it takes some time. Only jealousy can grow a beard. 18 M. James, I absolutely love you. I hope you have the best Christmas ever. I hope your next year, the new year, is the bomb. You get everything you want out of life. I really appreciate that comment. I get enough, I get some crazy people. So burn a Cam jersey. That's $130. Donate it somewhere. Yeah. I get some crazy people saying some crazy stuff. I've got someone right now actually trying to get people to start fights with me. It's unhinged. So to say something like that and then follow it up with a comment like that, I appreciate the hell out of you because it's like, yeah, God, one of these days I'm going to snap and it's going to be bad. And people are going to be like, oh my God, do you remember Cap's downfall? Like, yeah, he used to be so good on that show. Hey, dude, I can help you grow a beard. Hit me up. I got tips. I got some good quality stuff.
Hey, by the way, the tip for the my back last week.
That's the tip. Oh, great. Yeah. See, I love you for listening to me, dude, because I am not full of shit.
No, it's great.
I have ADD and a photographic memory. The amount of crap
still
in
hurting,
here.
but it's a lot better than it was.
Are you doing your stuff?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah.
You and concentrate on getting better. And y'all, I'm not going to bore you with it. We'll talk on the next show about it. Thank you, Jeremy. Concentrate on getting better, because the looser you can keep your lower back and do that, because the tension, there's still that you want to be tense. Maybe have the wife push on the lower back while you do it for some more. Plus, it's a good little upper body thing. But anyway, Augie, you're so funny. Jeremy, loving guns with well. Oh, dude, we're gonna have to have a gun talk. I can't have a show.
Well, he's sitting next to you. He's gonna be in row 4. Jeremy. He's gonna be in,
nice.
That's what he said in one of the comments.
Nice. There we go. Yeah, I've got some fun stuff. My favorite's probably my Chinese made SKS. But that dad hooked me up with that. So
I know. I told you I want to come see him sometimes. I told you that.
Oh, dude, yeah. I got a couple different ARs. So I'm not the nut where I've put thousands into one AR. So I don't have some of the really cool badass I wanted to, but hooday. It's all wife and I have matching shields. I used to just carry a Glock 26, but I wasn't thinking double stack, inside a waistband carry sucks. I mean, there's no way you can't print with that. So all these people buying a shield, and the shield is like the common thing, the popular pick. And I'm like, I was lethal as far as accuracy with the 26 at the range, which is amazing. Such a small gun. I was more accurate with the 26 than I was my Beretta. No compound bows. I've never been a bow hunter. I took some courses to bow, but I didn't grow up hunting, small game with a slingshot. But I've never been hunting. I would go in a heartbeat because I love deer meat, deer chili. Oh my God.
Deer jerky is the best.
I mean, the fact that you can go enjoy nature, have a good time with a friend, and then eat all winter, there's nothing like it. So, but so I traded in the Glock 26 for the shield. The wife shoots with me. And sadly, the ADD, I've got upgraded trigger, magazine, all kinds of stuff I still have to put on both. So yeah, I got a workbench, a mat, all that stuff, do my own cleaning, do all my repairs, blah, blah, blah. I work on my own truck, change my brakes, change oil, again, that's the dad. That's the hillbilly in me. Everybody acts like I'm some kind of rich, pretty boy. I don't think I'm pretty. I wouldn't say I'm rich. A lot of other people might, but so hey, my roots are my dad's single wide that he himself built the addition onto alone with his bare hands. And all the times that we try to get fucking old ass brake calipers off my damn, anybody that's done it and busted their knuckles, and he's dropping every expletive and tossing a wrench the other side of the garage, and then we can't find the fucking wrench. That was me growing up. That will never leave who I am.
I wish I would have met your dad. Your dad sounds cool.
Oh, dude, my dad was so great. And it's funny because he left when I was 4 months old. And that your mom told me all these stories about him. And there was a time I was actually dating a girl who a lot of bad things involving their father. And then she made the decision to go try to patch things and kind of, meet or get an apology or whatever.
Right.
When she was going to go to Florida, he passed away. And dude, we broke out, it wrecked her. It ruined her life. And I'd been thinking about that. I'm holy, that was a sign to me. So we started talking, hanging out, and I got to be good friends. And he would always say, I was a shit father, but hopefully I've been a good friend. And I was able to tell him that he was. And I'm sorry, holy cow.
You're good.
Luckily, he had a lung removed at the end, lung cancer. But he had the ability. We had some great long talks, and we had those kind of talks prior to. But he got to tell me, he's like, "Hey, I've lived a great life. Like, I'm gonna start smoking again. Like, just can you unhook the oxygen tank and be away from it?" And sure enough, he was smoking, and then pneumonia, and that's how he passed. But he did it on his own terms, and hell of a guy. Funny ass stories from being a cop. He was in the Army. The people trying to harass us over the hat thing. Again, dude sent from the same crew down, like, "Hey, you're going to take your hat off today, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I always do." Like, who the hell are you? And I was like, "Yeah, my whole family's law enforcement and military." I was a kind of a little bitch getting out of high school. I was scared to join the military. You know how it is. Anybody that's been there, like, school was like super left. It's like, oh, cops suck, military sucks, they'll own you. I'm like, I don't want to be owned. Mm-hmm. And then I realized that would have been the single greatest decision of my life had I joined the military, because it's all in me, bro. Like, that could be taken so many different ways. I hope you're talking about the hillbilly.
All up in you.
Which, oh my God, my dad's the type that if you passed out partying at the bonfire, guarantee, there you go, man, Jeremy, I gotta shake your hand, bro. If you pass at the bonfire, one of the wieners is getting stuck through a zipper and people are taking pictures. Like, you're going to be mouth open with the Oscar Mayer in your mouth out of somebody's zipper. That was my dad, 65 years old, and he's got wieners in his zipper taking pictures, people their mouth open. I love that, man. Again, not a great father, did not know how to do that father thing really, really well. But I was an introvert until I started hanging out with him, and he really taught me to be confident in myself, how to make friends. Everybody's a friend. I've started to enjoy meeting people because of him. I love him to death. I hope you're proud, dude.
He is. He is, dude. He is. On that note, we're almost like 2 hours into this. I'm going to go eat some dinner. Fat guy's got to eat.
Yes, sir. Hey, everybody, thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for listening. Day, this sucks. I don't know what else to do. But you know what? We got each other.
Exactly. Cap, love you, dude.
Love you, bro.
Later. Day. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. As always, Cap's awesome. I told you guys he's awesome. You gotta get to know the guy. But as always, thanks for watching. I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can follow me on all those, along with Substack. I have been writing some articles on there the last couple months. If you guys have not checked them out, please do so. Go check them out. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about them. Appreciate all the interaction on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. You guys have been awesome. I hope you enjoyed the interaction we have with Cap, my takes on things. And hey, if you don't agree with me, that's cool. We can agree to disagree. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why this is sports. That's why this is fun. I will be pulling a sign off later on tonight. Put on the podcast on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor. Listen to it, rate it, like it, review it, leave a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Like, listen to it tomorrow morning, since we don't have any local sports radio. Listen to it tomorrow. Maybe give you some good laughs, or maybe be able to vent again tomorrow.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Again, get on down there for the next tailgate, which should be November 27th. 23rd, excuse me, when we're giving away this helmet. It's autographed T. Higgins signed helmet. The way to enter that is to buy tickets to the pregame experience presented by Best Day Brewery. Also, you can go to Moreland Lager House and join their rewards program. Both ways get you entered twice to win that. Like I said, I'll be giving away then. I'll be down there this Sunday doing a watch party. Or no, I won't. Never mind. Well, we got a bye week. Never mind. I'm so used to going there. I won't be down there this weekend. Next time I'll be there, will be the tailgate. So make sure you guys join the tailgate and try to get that helmet. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Remember, Who Day for life. And throw it up, everybody. That's your sports, baby. See ya.
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.